Hello, I am Oliver from the company E-Trading Europe. We are based in Hungary and we are a B2B wholesale trader company specialized on consumer electronics, IT components, household appliances and gaming products. In this short video, I want to mention about the question that often pops up in my mind, whether having and owning a limited liability company in another European country is the same struggle as in Hungary. And when I ask this question from other business owners abroad in Europe, they have a very subjective answer on this question, and they always say it is the most difficult to operate and run a company in their own country in Europe. That's for sure. This is their opinion. And it is really hard to receive an objective answer on this question. Therefore, I decided to ask ChatGPT what it says about this question. And I asked, how is it possible for a limited liability company operating in Hungary or another European Union country to have 50% or 60% of its annual turnover as a profit? And I received the following answer. In Hungary, despite a relatively low corporate tax rate of 9%, businesses often find that only 50% to 60% of their gross income remains as a net profit after taxation. This outcome results from the cumulative effect of several taxation layers. First is the corporate income tax, which I mentioned before, 9% in Hungary, which sounds really attractive, but as a Hungarian company, I can tell you by the end of the business year, it will be not that attractive somehow. Second is the local business tax. You have to pay usually 1 to 2% to the local municipalities. Third is the social security contribution. Employers' contribution is 13% on the gross wages. Employees' contribution is 18.5% on the gross wages, which is quite a significant numbers, as you can hear. Fourth is the VAT. Hungary applies a standard VAT rate of 27%, which is the highest in the European Union. VAT is typically borne by the end consumer side. However, businesses often face increased administrative burdens. Fifth is the dividend tax. Dividends distributed to individuals are subject to flat tax rate of 15%. And sixth, other taxes which are not that significant, but I have to mention about this, like innovation contribution or sector-specific taxes. And the seventh, which is quite significant, this is indirect tax, I would say the bills, what you have to pay as a company each month, overhead cost. There are completely different overhead costs as a company versus a private household in Hungary. For example, we as E-Trading Europe, we pay like 400 euros for the water bills per month, and we use water only for washing our hands after using the restroom, nothing else. And the electricity is also quite a significant number.